Welcome to Verbal Pick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life and we are everyday people. Like to welcome you all to the show. Leading into the year 2018. As we all know, 2017 is considered the year of one. That's because 2 plus 1 is 3. Then you add the 7 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1, which gave you the year 1. 2018 would be the year 2, because 2 plus 1 is 3, and 8 plus 3 is 11. You add the 1 plus 1, you get 2. Now, as we close out the year 2017 in the year 1, the year 1 was all about the why. You know, it was setting up. No, take that back. It wasn't about the why. It was about the what. As we take a look back, the what is what Colin Kaepernick is doing, taking a knee. What is all that's going on with demasculinating males? What is going on with females that don't want to be feminine anymore? What's going on with the Trump and the racists and the fight that took place in Charlottesville? You know, what is actually going on? Right? Just had a tweet. Your president just tweeted about the Haitians, 15,000 of them, they all got AIDS. Now this coming from a president. And also that the people from Nigeria, because some of these Nigerians, they don't really deal with black Americans, but they'll get their wake-up call. I mean, that's just the start. So we know how it goes because we've been over here. But 40,000 of them, they'll come to America, see how good Americans live in it, and will not want to go back to that African hood, that straw hood with dirt floors, where you have those sandals or no shoes, no sandals on at all, just your bare feet, and you running around in Trump mind. You running around with a stick or a rock, trying to kill an animal and get you something to eat. That's how the American president views Nigeria, according to those that were there at that event who heard Trump make those statements that he was upset about. Even though he's in office, why are there still a high immigration rate coming into the United States? But he didn't bring up the Hispanics. He wasn't talking about Mexico. He's talking about the Haitians and the Nigerians. Why? Because in their eyes, they see all of us as the same. The only separation amongst black people are black people who want to be favored by white people. So they separate themselves to do different things to show whites that we're not like these type of blacks. And the white people are like, in our eye, all y'all the same. I don't see no difference. You know, y'all all look like Tyson. You know, whether you come from Cameroon, whether you come from Nigeria, whether you come from South Park, Houston, Texas, whether you come from the North Side, whether you come from Virginia, Baltimore, New York, Atlanta, there's no difference. Louisiana, we all the same in their eyes. That's what they say. Whether you got 1 drop or 1 billion drops of melanin, that means whether you are the lightest of the mulattoes or the darkest of the melanated blacks, in their eyes, it's no difference. How do I know? Because I see the treatment. Ask. I see the treatment. From light to dark, police shoot you down in the street. You know why? Because they know who is 100% them. They can smell that melanin in your blood. Even if you're a quadroon or octoroon, they smell that melanin. As soon as they smell it, they dead on you like white on rice. So now going into the year 2, which is 2018, I explained that earlier, it's going to be all about the why. I mean, everything will be broke down reasoning, because we get into the solution. We leading up to the solution. So everything in 2018 it will be why certain things is done, because that's your only defense against the mind control that is being propagated through your television. They are controlling you through TV. Reason being, you have to talk to people who were born in the 70s, early 80s, when there were only like 3 stations on TV. Cable was just getting ready to kick in. You know, MTV was just not playing Hungry Like a Wolf. We're going to walk down to Electric Avenue, you know, and that nature. Those who remember those first MTV videos, Little Red Corvette and Michael Jackson was on. Those who remember those back in the day will remember that you still had parents at the time would protest something that they felt was not appropriate. They saw it coming in. You know, we young, we ifs new. You young, you just want to be cool or be a part of it. But they had no idea what was being fashioned and the effect that it would have on the minds of the youth who were tuned in. I mean, these wicked scientists at work. And so they mind programming you through television, because a lot of people get their identity and who they are nowadays by what character that they like on television. So they want to emulate that character that they feel best represent them in real life. And what's the problem with that? The problem with that is that by doing so, you don't take the time to do the best study. And the best study is the knowledge of you. Who you are as a person or an individual. You have to study thyself. You got to study you. Who you are. Master yourself. You can study the whole universe. You can learn about this whole universe and the planet just by studying you, your makeup, genetic makeup, the creation of man and woman through the universal God that created heavens and earth, man and woman. So to keep you away from learning yourself, they'll create you a character and a way to be, because you don't know you. They feel as though, Hollywood feel as though they know you better than you know yourself. In some cases, that's true, because they created the you that you are acting out or emulating. And a lot of these actors and artists and rap artists, they're just, how can I say, they're just props. They'll stick them in front of you because they can relate in a sense to who you are, because they come up from where you came up from. So they'll have the style and the swagger of the community. And when they put the blonde wig on a female artist, and they put the different type of Baphomet poses, or they make them do the different type of hand signs and hand gestures, you know, they know what they're doing. You know, they do that for a reason and for a purpose. You know, and that way you can say, well, so and so is just like me. You know, so and so does what I do. They come from where I come from. Matter of fact, I know so and so's cousin or brother or whatever, and you start to emulate or act like that rap character or that actor or that R&B singer, then you got to realize they were creative. They got handlers who tell them, look, we going to this theme. We need you to put this on. We need you to wear this wig because we don't want to lose. We want to gain the white audience because they buy the music, but they won't accept a R&B or a rap artist unless they got some kind of street or hood in them. So you don't have to be street or hood or coming from one of the communities or whatnot. All you have to do is, let me paint this tattoo in your face, on your arms, and then you go in the mirror and you practice mean mugging and looking hard. You know, you get the moves and the steps down, and we can market you that way because you become a product. And the goal is get as many young people out of the black community to follow you down a path of destruction. Now, you the artist, rapper, singer, actor, whatever, we gonna make sure that you have the cars you want, the house you want. We're gonna make sure that you have the certain things that you want to have, that the rest of the community, they won't be able to even afford it. But we'll make it to where you let them know that the way to acquire the things that you have is you got to attack each other to get it. You got to kill to get it. You got to get it by any means necessary. You know, make them seem like it's easy to shoot one of their own or another young black male. Shoot him for his Jordan tennis shoes, for his gold chain, for his vehicle, his ride, and you come up and so what if you get caught and go to jail? So the hell what? Now you got street cred, so it's a win-win situation. Now you gotta realize these are, and a lot of them are racist, white supremacists in high positions who will pay one to hurt the rest. They'll pay one to destroy the rest. Example, okay, Geronimo, the movie Geronimo. You had one, because they say it takes an Apache to catch an Apache. So they had to convince an Apache to turn on his own kind, right? They found one, they went to another one, and he was like, they told him, come on, join the army, be a soldier, make your family proud of you. He was like, nah, that's okay. And he's saying, well, you don't want to join us and you have your wife proud? He was like, nah, because in his mind he was like, why would I join you to help you destroy my people? But yet you'll always find one that will. So they found the one that will. And he tracked the white man all the way up to where Geronimo was. When they found Geronimo, check this out. When they found Geronimo, they didn't kill the traitor because they still saw him as one of their own. They was upset with it, couldn't believe he'd done it, but they didn't kill him. So he tracked Geronimo. He helped the white man track Geronimo up into the mountains, where Geronimo and them went and surrendered. Told him, gave him all kind of false promises. And the Apache that helped the white man track Geronimo, he thought him and his family was going to be on their own land, taken care of, with money, just like the white man. He thought that he'd have money, just like the white man. He'd have land, and he was going to have horses and cows, and his children was going to be able to run around and play and hold hands with white children, and everything was going to be okay. You know, because they tried that before. And so what happened was he was on a train to a new land with Geronimo because he got captured too, and they shipped all their asses on a reservation that couldn't even grow corn and helped destroy them and gave them fire water, which is alcohol, and that was the end of them. Tricked and played because they wanted material gain. Well, one wanted material gain. They didn't want to live the way that their ancestors taught them how to live for generations. Just like black people didn't want to live the way Big Mama and her mama and the father and the work ethics in the building. They didn't want to do that. They left the farm, left the land to come try to live the illusion that TV had created, because it was just on television. It wasn't real. So you gave up what was real to be a part of what was fake, an illusion. You know, and then the master of lies, the master liar, made you think he made you think that everything was going to be okay because he had you caught up in the belief in him that the lies that he was telling was actually going to amount to something. Play it again. But why? Why keep getting played? Well, I don't know, but I do know that playtime is over. Let me rephrase that though. Why keep falling for the same trick? I mean, is that amnesia or is that a psychosis? Is it a belief and hoping that one day you'll be accepted by your former slave masters? I mean, there's something into that, is what I'm saying. So, you don't have to worry about it anymore because everything's out in the open and everything is on the table. Year one was the what? You know, what? And year two, coming 2018, will be the why. The why will be posed on side of the what. So year three, we'll start rolling into the hardcore answers to where the separation will be. Because the separation already started, but it'll be more amplified coming into the year three because information age, more people are understanding, so they turning their back or they walking away from it. But it's like the Apache who helped catch Geronimo and Geronimo didn't take him out for leading the white man up to the mountains, and he tracked Geronimo down for the white man. It's because the fact that people are tired and they starting to know the coons and the traders, and they're starting to be putting themselves in a position to where we don't want, or they telling the coons and the traders, look, okay, we might not want to hurt you because you one of us, but we will throw verbal assaults at you. So maybe that you'll take heed to that and start separating yourself. Build a coon community or start a coon organization to where all y'all come together before you be forced out. You know what I mean? Before you be forced, meaning before it gets to a point to where you can't help it and that coon is recognized and people force you to get away from them because they know what it's leading to. And that'll be a bigger split up amongst the family when you have to, when the coons don't go willingly. Let's put it like that. When the coons don't go willingly, it puts strain on the family to have to force them out because that amplifies the pain. You dig what I'm saying? So coons who know you're a coon, okay, you want to identify the coon? The coon is who knows what they're doing is going to destroy the family. Because they don't make no bones about it. They'll tell you, hey, look here, we want to bring in more homosexual black young men. So look, you become a gay rapper, put a dress on, and by that way you influence other young blacks to put on a dress. That's a coon. You know you cooning, but you got the other side now, who knows that you cooning, and they telling you, hey, we can't just sit back and allow you to keep ruining these young men with this coonery. So please, we begging you, please, just go and separate. You start you a coon label, to where all the coons on this label. Why don't you do that? No, when nobody gets mad at you, and don't come around those who want to be straight and carry on the tradition and values of their forefathers. But we'll keep this going as we prepare going into the year 2. Verbal Pick Radio, we're out.